All right, good afternoon, baseball fans. Welcome here to Bell Field in Faribault in the Minnesota State Class C Amateur Baseball Tournament. Action continues here. Game number 2 of 4 here in Faribault today. It will be a matchup between the Hutchinson Huskies against the Bluffton Braves. Hutchinson, the 3rd seed out of Region 12. And we're going to now introduce the lineups for each team, and then we'll get first pitch started for you in this one after we meet the teams.
Number 1, Billy Weimer. Number 3, Noah Carl. Number 8, Mitchell Rainier. Number 12, Caleb Marquardt. Number 13, Braden McGill. Number 15, Andrew Putner. Number 17, Sam Stinky. Number 19, Ty Glasser. Number 23, Kyle Bester. Number 33, Kate K. Starrett. Number 34, Dan Vandeslee. And the number 40, John Durant. Draftees. From the Harbor Lake Orbits, number 8, Mike Dockendorf. From the Potato Turtles, number 9, Steve Schmidt. And from the Buffalo Bulldogs, number 10, John Weber. Now the starting lineup. For the Huskies, leading off the right fielder, number 9, Matt Pachowski. Then taking the shortstop, number 2, Jaden Black. Then third, from left fielder, number 21, Tyler Schiller. Then in middle, the first baseman, number 25, Jake Wonderland. Then in fifth, and center field, number 16, Marcus Hahn. Ben's out ball. Pitcher designated hitter number 11, Zach Husky. Third baseman number 10, Lane Glasser. Catcher number 7, Cody Arnold. Second baseman number 5, Adam Kunzweiler. Manager, Mike Cutter. Assistant manager, Mike Emo. The Hutchinson Huskies. Now let's meet the Bluffton Braves. Third base, the three hitters. Number 1, Dustin Geiser. Number 5, Cody Bartle. Number 6, Connor Davey. Number 8, Isaac Tellers. Number 9, Tom Tellers. Number 13, Kurt Mersu. Number 18, Gabe Geiser. Your draftees. From the Seneca State, number 4, Kobe Kaiser. For the Brown Pirates, number 16, Chance By. And from the Vargas Lids, number 27, Nick Lindberg. Started for the Bluffton Braves, that's shortstop number 14, Peyton Rondeslek. Center fielder number 16, Josh Dykoff. Pitcher number 19, Jake Dykoff. Catcher number 12, Justin Dykoff. First base number 30, Wyatt Hillerman. Next, third base number 23, Kyle Dykoff. The designated hitter number 7, Cody Geiser. Down to the right fielder number number 15, Kevin Rivers. The second baseman, number 3, Logan Polio. The left fielder, number 4, Isaac Hammond. The bat boys, Zeke Geiser, Max Geiser, Jamie Nasser, and Easton Dyka. Manager, Terry Geiser. Go Bluffton Braves. Now let's roll up.
Okay, so there are your lineups here for this matchup between the third seed in Region 12, the Hutchinson Huskies, and the top seed from Region 14, the Bluffton Braves. And we'll have the first pitch for you when we return to Bell Field in Faribault after this.
Baseball. It's America's pastime and Minnesota's passion. The all-new Neighborhood Sports Network, in partnership with the Minnesota Baseball Association, brings you coverage of the 2022 State Amateur Baseball Tournament. Coverage of this great Minnesota tradition is proudly brought to you by The Urgency Room, fast, flexible care. McDonald's, owners and operators of Minnesota and Western Wisconsin. Find your golden opportunity at mcdonalds.com/careers. Xfinity, a better way to watch. Think Bank, meet your money. The Star Tribune, your home for the best prep coverage. And by the Minnesota Twins. Get tickets for Town Ball Night at Target Field on September 10th. Live coverage throughout the Town Ball tourney can be seen right here on the Neighborhood Sports Network. That's NSPN.TV. Welcome to the neighborhood. Now, let's get out to the ballpark.
How's the pizza? That's a Bluffton, the winner of Region 14. The other team to advance out of Region 14, New York Mills, the Millers. They'll be the home team. They're the higher seed. Hutchinson, third place out of Region 12. The Delano Athletics win that region, and the Loretto Larks were the second seed out of that particular region. All these region winners get a bye, and it certainly looked like we might have our first party crasher in the Raymond Rockets, as they had a 5-1 lead over the top seed from Region 8, Nisswa, in our previous game. But Nisswa comes up with 3 in the 7th, 2 in the 9th to escape with a 6-5 victory. The winner of this one moves into the round of 16 and will play the winner of the Ada Athletics Jordan Brewers game that will take place at 1:30 in Dundas. You'd think that that game might be started, but they've had rain delays over in Dundas. And our last scores from around the state, Rochester was leading Coon Rapids 2-0, and El Rosa down 3-2 to New Ulm in the 4th. And the game is taking place at Dundas and in Meesville, our 3 host cities. And now Matt Pikowski will step in for the orange-cladded Huskies of Hutchinson against Jake Dykoff, a lineup chock full of Dykoffs. Justin Dykoff is the catcher. Kyle Dykoff plays third base. Josh Dykoff is the center fielder. So 4 of the 9 starters for Bluffton with the last name Dykoff. Ground ball to shortstop. Rondas Felt, one of the non-Dykoffs, handles that one cleanly and fires it over to Wyatt Hammond over at first base. And the first out is recorded of Pikowski on a ground out to short. Rounding out defensively, the second baseman is Logan Pulto. Third base, Kyle Dykoff. Shortstop is Peyton Rondesfeld. Isaac Hammond, Josh Dykoff, and Kevin Tumberg left to right in the outfield, and a strike called on a 0-1 offering to Jaden Fleck of Hutchinson. is in there for a strike. Flat college ball, Southwest Minnesota State. Curveball just high from Jake Dykoff. Curveball kind of stayed up in the zone there for Fleck, but fouled it back and out of play. So Jake Eichhoff, the youngster, Wadena High School, no college listed at this point, drilled out into deep center field. Reaching up and not being able to get it is Josh Dykoff. And good speed around first base with Jaden Fleck. And he is into second base with a one-out double. The wind is blowing out to left center field here. It's going to help the ball carry. And that ball was hit right off the barrel of the bat by Jaden Fleck. So it's the first base runner of the game, a one-out double for Fleck and the Hutchinson Huskies, who were 12-2 winners over Kimball in Meesville last Sunday to get into this game against the Bluffton Braves. Bluffton, a lot of players from the Wadena area. Handful from New York Mills, couple from Sabika. Hutchinson, chock full of Hutchinson High School graduates. The only one I'm seeing not from Hutchinson is John DeRock from Buffalo Lake Hector, other than the draftees. Strike called to Tyler Schiller, the left fielder for the Huskies. Good lead out there at second base. Curveball coming in on the hands of Schiller, the St. Cloud State University Husky. He chopped it foul back behind home plate. So 1-2 strikes now. Here's the count to the number 3 hitter in the order. He bats with a runner out at second base. So Hutchinson trying to get on the board here. They put 12 runs up on the board in their opening round victory. So trying to pick up where they left off there. And called strike 3, backdoor hook. Schiller knew it. All he could do is nod his head in approval and saunter back to the dugout. First strikeout of the game is a good backdoor curveball by Jake Dykoff. He pitches to Justin Hykoff, also a Wadena High School and no college listed graduate. Really not a lot of college experience on this Bluffton Braves team. Strike on the outside corner to Jake Wendland. First baseman Wendland. Hutch High School, no college. So really the only colleges listed for Bluffton. The manager, Terry Geiser from Crookston Community College. Turnberg and Fergus Falls as a one-hopper is snared out of the air. Underhand toss from Jake Dykoff to first baseman Hamon, and that'll do it for Hutchinson. In the first, they get a one-out double, but strand the runner right there, and we are through 1/2 inning of play. Hutchinson 0, Bluffton coming to bat. We'll have that action for you when we return here to Bell Field in Faribault after this timeout on the Neighborhood Sports Network.
All season long, you've gathered with friends, neighbors, and family at ball yards all across Minnesota.
Still going, gone! A home run!
Diamonds that define hundreds of communities. Town Ball binds together our passion for baseball and our hometowns. And on September 10th, the cornerstone of Minnesota baseball, Target Field, will host a party for all those who play, watch, and support Town Ball. The Twins host the Guardians at 6:10 p.m. Prior to the game, the champions will be honored in a ceremony at Town Ball Tavern, and all Town Ballers will be invited down to the field for a special pregame ceremony. Wear your team colors and enjoy a special night at Target Field.
Field Scallon back, has it measured. That's it! Air Freight Unlimited, your Class A state champions.
For tickets to the Minnesota Twins Tip of the Cap to Town Ball on September 10th, visit twinsbaseball.com/townball.
Shortstop number 14, Pink there, Rondestedt.
Peyton Rondestedt will step in to lead things off for Bluffton, and he will face Zach Kuzeski. Right-handed pitcher out of Hutchinson High School in Minnesota Duluth, the Bulldog. This is that one outside, no way.
Music's on.
And one ball. The scoreboard had it as a strike, but clearly a ball outside the zone. Now that one's a strike, so one ball, one strike. Peyton Rondestedt takes a strike on the outside corner. Rondestedt, another one of these Wadena High School, no college listed players for the Bluffton Braves. Dribbles one down the third base line, but it goes foul. It's like a very young Bluffton Braves team here. Not sure if the collegers are unlisted because they're not attending, or they may still be high school athletes. But with football starting, sometimes these teams lose a lot of those high school players that play town team ball in the summer, but then have to return to football practice for their high school. But Bluffton seems to have their full allotment here. Kuzeski misses with the curveball outside. His count runs full now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Make it 2 balls and 2 strikes. Rondestedt off the outside corner. Full. Pitcher Kuzeski asked if that was up, and the umpire flicked his hand to the right to say no, outside. Now he gets Rondestedt to chase one, probably off the outside corner, same area that just missed with off the corner, but Rondestedt at 3-2, protecting the plate there, swung through it, and it's a strikeout for Kuzeski. And Josh Dykoff, the center fielder, will step in. Left-handed batter, Wadena High School, no college, ground ball, base hit into right field for Josh Dykoff, as we will now see a string of 3 consecutive Dykoffs before Hammond, the first baseman, bats in between the 4th. The Dykoff in the lineup, Kyle. So this one will be Jake, the pitcher here. Bats with Josh over at first base. Josh was a lefty, Jake a right-hander. Fly ball down the right field line, giving chase over there is Piakowski. He gets to it, makes the catch, tagging up was Josh Dykoff, and he takes second base, so good alert base running by Josh Dykoff there, as that ball was probably going to be in foul territory, so may as well tag up and take the extra base since the ball was going to be caught in foul territory. Had that ball stayed fair, then Josh Dykoff would want to be part way to probably try to be able to get to third if it would be in fair territory and fall in, but because it was caught in foul territory, he tagged up and went to second. Now ground ball to short. Couple of shuffles and a nice little throw over from Fleck, and that'll take care of Justin Dykoff. So each team gets a runner to second base in their half of inning number 1, but neither one can advance beyond that particular base, and we will head to the top half of inning number 2. And we play in the bottom half of the bracket here, this Class C state tournament. Ada and Jordan will get underway over in Dundas. Right now you've got games going on at Dundas. It's El Rosa and the New Ulm Brewers. The last report we got from that one was 3-2 New Ulm in the 4th inning. And then you've got the game going on, Coon Rapids against Rochester. And last report, that one, Rochester was leading Coon Rapids. Two to 0. That's in Class B action. Coon Rapids last weekend knocked off the 4-time defending Class B state champions Chanhassen. So they'll see if they can come down from that big high and come back against Rochester, but they found themselves down by a couple runs midway through that one. For Hutchinson, Marcus Hahn will step in, facing Jake Dykoff. Check swing, foul ball. And our home plate umpire is going to run a new ball out to the pitcher to give the catcher, Justin Dykoff, a minute to shake that one off. So check swing there, didn't mean to go after it, but got a piece of it and fouled it back against the catcher, Justin Dykoff. So a new ball in play, and curveball hangs up high from Jake Dykoff to Marcus Hahn, and we go even at 1 ball, 1 strike. Hahn, South Dakota State University, takes a strike there. 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Again, all of these Hutchinson Huskies, save for John DeRock, played their high school ball at Hutchinson. Now a flailing swing at a pitch curving away from the zone by Marcus Hahn. 2nd strikeout of the game now for Jake Dykoff. A nice little hook there that just kept spinning away from the bat of Marcus Hahn. Tried to do anything just to get a piece of that one to stay alive, but missed it. And the first out of the top half of inning number 2 is a strikeout, and a call strike now to Zach Kuzeski, listed as the pitcher designated hitter. So if he were happen to come out of the game as the pitcher, he could remain in this spot in the batting order, and why not, as he lines a base hit into left field. So a 1-out hit in each of the first 2 innings for Hutchinson. It was a 1-out double from Jaden Fleck in the first, but he was stranded there at second. Now it's a 1-out single from Kuzeski, and Lane Glasser will step in. Glasser, Gustavus, Adolphus, Gusty, and they pick off the runner at first base. So they catch Kuzeski leaning, and a good pickoff attempt and throw by Jake Dykoff to Wyatt Hammond. Hammond applied the tag, and our umpire punches out Kuzeski at first base. So now 2 away, nobody on for Hutchinson. And before Glasser can even see a pitch, the base runner is erased. No ball, 1 strike. Soft line drive out towards Rondis Vet at shortstop. He snares that one out of the air. So after the 1-out single, it's a pickoff, and 2 pitches later, Glasser lines out to short, and that's the end of the top half of inning number 2. So we remain scoreless here. Bluffton will come up with 5, 6, and 7. Hammond, Kyle Dykoff, and Cody Geiser when we return to Bell Field in Faribault after this timeout on NSPN.TV.
Fast and flexible care. Count on the urgency room for expert medical care when you need it most. Visit us in person. Broken bone, chest pain? We're in Eagan, Vadnais Heights, or Woodbury. Online care. Sinus infection? Strep throat? We offer easy online care. Major to minor, we can provide the level of care you need. Visit urgencyroom.com. Mobile check-in now available.
Star Tribune covers high school sports as passionately as you live them. Don't miss a beat on the games you love. Check out Star Tribune all day, every day for the latest prep news, scores, and so much more.
At 5, 6, and 7 for Bluffton. They got a base runner, Josh Dykoff. He made it as far as second base, but when Justin Dykoff grounded out to short, that did it for the Braves in the bottom half of the first. And now Wyatt Hammond steps in. Left-handed batter Hammond, Wadena High School, no college listed as well. Swings and fouls that one back to the screen.
First baseman number 30, Wyatt Hammond.
So a very young Bluffton Braves team here, taking on what appears to be a bit more seasoned Hutchinson Husky team, firing a fastball off the outside corner. Was Kuzeski. Hammond lets that one go. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Now out in front of that pitch. Good off-speed pitch there from Kuzeski. And just getting a piece of it to foul it back was Wyatt Hammond. Stays alive at 1 and 2. Check swing on a fastball just up and out of the zone. Checked his swing. No real opportunity to appeal that one over to first base, as the umpire is down the wrong line to really get a look at a left-handed batter. And now trying to confidently take that pitch was Wyatt Hammond, but does not fool the umpire there. Rises up, and now that's 2 strikeouts for Kuzeski, matching Jake Dykoff with 2 strikeouts here through his first 2 innings of work. 2 strikeouts out of the first 4 outs for Kuzeski here, and he'll face Kyle Dykoff, the third baseman. Strike on the outside corner again. Another Bluffton Brave confidently taking a pitch, thinking that it was off the plate or high, and umpire rising up and calling it a strike. That one you can confidently look at it, know it's going to be outside of the zone. 1-1 to Kyle Dykoff. High fastball. Dykoff tries to catch up to it, but can't do it. Swings and misses. So we go now 1 ball, 2 strikes. High fastball out of the zone. Even things up. 2-2. Another good crowd gathered here for this one. And called strike 3. Really working that ball around the zone is Zach Kuzeski. Back-to-back strikeouts and 3 out of the first 5 outs recorded by Kuzeski via the strikeout. The designated hitter, Cody Geiser, will step in. He takes a strike, so Zach Kuzeski really pounding the strike zone here in inning number 2. Comes right back, little pop up to short. It'll be a very quick 1-2-3 second inning for Bluffton. And we're through 2 quick innings of play. No score here from Belfield in Faribault, and we return after this timeout on your neighborhood sports network. This break doesn't want to play. Break 2 doesn't want to play.
Are we dropping frames?
You should feel good about where you and your money are headed. We can help you build a better relationship with your money, starting with our free Simply Better checking account. When you open an account, you'll also receive a free gift. Get started today. Think Bank. Meet your money.
Right now, just coming after these batters. Pounding that strike zone. Curveball spins high. Dykoff unhappy with himself for missing at that pitch, but once in a while you're going to miss. Now again high with the curveball. Doesn't want to be missing up there anyway, so he wants to bring that curveball down. Get that batter out on the front foot, but he's able to reach back and fire one past the catcher, Cody Arlt. 12-2 victors in the opening round. Hutchinson works their way in here to the round of 32, and the winner of this one advances into the round of 16. So far, of the final scores that we've gotten, the top seed from each region have advanced into that round of 16. Red Wing with a 1-0 victory over Watkins. St. Patrick 5-1 winners over Burbank, and then in exciting fashion, walk-off victory for Nisswa over the Raymond Rockets. Foul ball at 2-2. We'll do it again here. Which misses high and away. So full count, 3-2. Dykoff seems to have better command of the fastball right now than he does of that curveball. But he goes to the curveball at 3-2 and gets Arnold swinging. So 3 strikeouts, 1 in each inning here for Jake Dykoff. 3 strikeouts through 2 innings of work for Zach Kuzeski. So both of these pitchers working ahead in the count and have found that put-away pitch. Swing and a miss by Katzenmeyer, the second baseman. Another Hutchinson High School with no college listed for Katzenmeyer. Pop-up shallow left center field. Drifting over is Isaac Haman, and he'll put that one away. Soft fly ball out to left center field, and we'll turn the order over here to Matt Bukowski. Grounded out to the shortstop. Around vet to open up this game. Bats with 2 away, and a line drive snared out of the air. Jake Dykoff shows it to the umpire. The umpire concurs. That's a good catch. So a very, very quick and efficient 1-2-3. Top half of the 3rd inning. for Bluffton. As they will come in for their half of the third. So a little bit of a pitcher's duel, kind of. Starting to size up here.
And from Douglas at the top of the sixth, El Rosa 2, do all the six. Split it out for Bluffton. Second baseman, number 3, Logan Boyle.
Logan Pulho will step in for Bluffton. Ball and then right back with a strike. The number 8 hitter. Takes ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. Oh, another youngster, high school athlete here. Takes called strike at the knees, gives a little shake of the head, not sure about that one, but 2-2, and now called strike 3. 3 of the last 4 batters for Bluffton have gone down looking to Zach Kuzeski. And really, Kuzeski is moving that ball around efficiently against these Braves. There's a soft liner out into center field. On charging comes the center fielder Hahn, but unable to get it. So Isaac Hammond is on base with a 1-out single. Kind of came off the end of the bat there, so froze Hahn a little bit, but I don't think Hahn was going to be able to catch up to that one in any case. So it's a 1-out single for the number 9 hitter, Isaac Hammond, and Peyton Rondesvet will step in. Little chopper, if that one gets past the pitcher, it's going to be a tough play, but charging it nicely is Glasser, and that makes a good throw on the run to get Rondesvet on the play. Hammond will move up to second base, so Josh Dykoff, who singled in his first at-bat, have an opportunity here. First time that Dykoff will bat with a runner in scoring position here. Singled in his first at-bat. He made it as far as second base, but rolls it over to second here. Scooped up nicely by Katzenmeyer. And he tosses it on over to Wendelin. And another quick 1-2-3 inning here as these teams are just clicking innings right along. No score after 3. Head to the top of the 4th. We'll be back with it for you after this timeout on NSPN.TV. Commercials don't want to play. The inning doesn't want to change. It's being very temperamental right now. it clicked on a commercial. It won't play.
What are we at the drop? Oh, we're in the red, aren't we?
Yep.
Because we're losing internet.
So are you using the Wi-Fi here, or are you using that?
Yeah, because the Wi-Fi won't upload. I can't. Out here I can get over 20. Up here I can get 127.
Oh.
We had a small Wi-Fi last week and we struggled, so I thought this would be better.
Yeah.
I might try to put that outside next game.
Yeah, well, right now,
Number 2, Jaden Fleck.
I don't think we have anything, do we?
Let's skip it. Let's see if Brad comes in.
Right, we head to the top half of the fourth inning. The internet connection here at Bell Field is a little bit spotty, so I'll try to get this inning accurately changed for you here when we are able to secure a connection. 0-2 count here. Okay, so swing and a miss. They get Fleck. The ball is scooped out of the dirt by Justin Dykoff, and he'll throw Fleck out at first base.
Number 21, Heller Schiller.
So one out here, top half of inning number 4. One strikeout in each of the 4 innings for Jake Dykoff. Second, third, and fourth, each the first out of the inning via the strikeout, but falls behind Tyler Schiller here. 2 balls and no strikes. Goes with a little off-speed pitch at 2-0 and catches the outside corner, so good confidence in that breaking ball by Jake Dykoff. Now misses. Oh, no, they say he went after it, so the home plate umpire will take that one himself. And it'll be a 2-ball, 2-strike count to the left fielder, Tyler Schiller. And called strike 3 on the outside corner. So taking a page out of Zach Kuzeski's book, Jake Dykoff really moving that ball in and out of the strike zone there. Went down and in, got a check swing for strike 2, and then went to the outside corner for the out pitch. And first time in the game here that Jake Dykoff has struck out 2 batters in an inning. 5 in the game now as Wendland takes the first pitch for a strike and then spins away from a fastball inside. So Dykoff showing that he's not afraid to work that inner part of the plate here against the left-handed batter. Now goes away, it rolled over, but into right field for a base hit. I don't know if the first baseman, Hammond, thought that the second baseman, Polho, was playing Wendell into Polmore. He never really even went after that baseball. I think he probably had the best opportunity to field that ball, but he let it go, kind of went over to try to cover first base. The ball went by him and into right field for a 2-out single for Wendland. Third hit of the game for Hutch. Bluffton has 2 in the game. Each team has had at least 1 runner to second base, but neither team has been able to advance a runner any further then second base. Curveball swung on and missed by Marcus Hahn, center fielder. Went after that breaking ball from Jake Dykoff and just swung over it. Another curveball, so a steady dose of breaking balls here to the number 5 hitter, Marcus Hahn. So a runner at first, 2 away. Wendelin, 0-2 count. Keep an eye on him over there. Soft toss over from Dykoff, not his pickoff move. He's already picked one runner off base. Pulled dead foul into the Hutchinson dugout, sends a couple of his teammates scampering. Ricocheted off of the protective fence in front of the Hutchinson Huskies, so fortunately for them, that ball was on the ground, not a line drive. I really would have got them scampering if that was a little bit more in the air. Dykoff still up, 0-2, check swing. They will not appeal. Home plate umpire does not take this one himself on the strike call. At least he takes it himself on a ball call, and Hahn was able to hold up his swing. 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Check on the runner at first. Definitely a running count here, but not much of a lead over there at first. Tries to go curveball away here, and Hahn does not chase that one. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And if Wendland were to run, this would be a good pitch to maybe do it on, but misses away. 3-2, full count now. So really they should be talking to Wyatt Hammond and play behind the runner here. Now they do remind him from the bench that, no, actually they want him to keep him at first base. That opens up that hole even further, but the curveball misses to Hahn, so 2 runners on for the first time in the game here for Hutchinson. It's with 2 outs here in the top half of inning number 4.
Batter, number 11, Zach Husky.
Kozeski steps in. He got a base hit back in the second, but then was summarily picked off of first base. So an opportunity here to help himself, and it's a strike call. So the Minnesota Duluth Bulldog, Zach Kozeski, down in the count, 0-1. Pitch off the outside corner. So Jake Dykoff maybe starting to nibble a little bit here. He came right after these Hutchinson batters through the first 3 innings, but now looks like he might be just starting to nibble at those corners a little bit more here in this top half of the 4th inning. Curveball, that one bites the corner. And make the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Number 6 hitter in the batting order here. Pitcher designated hitter, Kozeski, trying to help himself, but is down in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. And holding on to that ball just a little bit too long as Polho is working his way over to second base for a possible pickoff play against Wendelin, but Kuzeski said that's too long, requested time, and had it granted by our home plate umpire. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Squirts out of the glove of the catcher, Justin Dykoff, but it's a bit high in the zone. Two balls and 2 strikes now. Good battle here between Kuzeski and his counterpart, Jake Dykoff. Somebody trying to get on the board here. No score through 3. 2 runners on, 2 runners out. Curveball, and Kuzeski was able to fight that one off and stay alive. We'll try it again here at 2-2. 2s are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Kuzeski with that wide open stance. High set from Dykoff, and now we go full, and again the runners will get a running start here, so certainly anything that gets to the outfield on the grass here will drive in Jake Wendland from second base, as he will be off with the pitch. Make sure he goes home. Does. The runners go, and it's a swing and a miss. Nice little leg kick in celebration. So Jake Dykoff strikes out the side, but gives up a single and a walk in between, and has to pitch around 2 runners in that top half of inning number 4, but gets the strikeout of Kuzeski, and that'll do it for Hutchinson in the 4th. No score through 3.5. We'll come back to Belfield in Faribault after this timeout on your Neighborhood Sports Network.
Fast and flexible care. Count on the urgency room for expert medical care when you need it most. Visit us in person. Broken bone, chest pain? We're in Eagan, Vadnais Heights, or Woodbury. Online care. Sinus infection? Strep throat? We offer easy online care. Major to minor, we can provide the level of care you need. Visit urgencyroom.com. Mobile check-in now available.
By Monty. Hey, number 19, Jake Dykoff.
All right, bottom half of inning number 4 here. Brisk moving contest here. No score. 3 hits for Hutchinson, 2 for Bluffton. No score on the board. Bluffton had a runner in the 1st, got as far as 2nd. A runner in the 3rd, got as far as 2nd, but no further than that. That's a couple of ground outs, ended the inning. And getting ahead, 2 balls and no strikes, is the pitcher, Jake Dykoff. He was able to get his counterpart, Zach Kuzeski, on a 3-2 fastball swinging strikeout. Dykoff out in front of a breaking ball there from Kuzeski. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Low and away with that offering. 3-1, trying to get a leadoff base runner. Each of the leadoff batters in the first 3 innings struck out for Bluffton. Ground ball to short. Bobble's going to have to make a strong throw to get him, but does. So Fleck bobbled that ball, dropped it, but then came up and made a good, strong throw to Wendland. And they got Jake Dykoff hustling down that line by just a half a step for out number 1. So the first out of an inning, not a strikeout by Bluffton, but a 6-3 putout does keep that leadoff batter off base. For Hutchinson does Zach Kuzeski with a little help from Fleck at the shortstop behind him. And Justin Dykoff lifts one back foul out of play. Strike on the outside corner, so Zach Kuzeski really continuing to work the strike zone here. Swing and a miss. 5th strikeout of the game. So even at 0-2, Kuzeski just comes right at these Bluffton Braves and gets Dykoff swinging. And Wyatt Hammond will step in. Two quick outs here in the bottom half of inning number 4. Hammond struck out looking in his first at-bat. Didn't necessarily agree with the call from our home plate umpire, but the first of 2 looking strikeouts in the second inning for Bluffton. Swing and a miss at the 1-0 offering. 1 ball and 1 strike. I think Hammond was checking with the home plate umpire to see if that pitch would have been called a strike if he'd have let it go. And they both seemed to agree that that was the case. Now a strike on the outside corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Kuzeski trying to work another effective and efficient inning here in the bottom half of inning number 4. Hammond stays alive. That fastball, but a good pitch there. Got it down and away. All really Hammond could do there was lifted foul. And that pitch just misses outside, so the catcher Arlt had to kind of just reach his glove out to get that one, so it may not have made it easy enough for the home plate umpire to call strike, but matters not as Wyatt Hammond swings through a fastball up in the zone. 2 more strikeouts in the inning. 6 in the game now for Zach Kuzeski. And both of these pitchers continue to march through the opposing lineup. Just 1 base runner. The last 12 batters faced by Kuzeski. There was a 1-out single by Isaac Hammond, but then 2 ground outs finished the inning, and they'll turn the ball back over to Jake Dykoff to try to put another 0 on the board here against the Hutchinson Huskies. New Ulm, the Brewers have stretched out their lead 6-2 over El Rosa. The other Class C game currently underway, and the last score we got was Rochester ahead of Coon Rapids in Class B, 2-0 in the 5th inning. And Lane Glasser will step in. 7, 8, 9 to face Dykoff here. That of the Jake Dykoff. Not to be confused with Justin or Josh or Kyle. And strike on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Glasser chases one up in the zone, lifts it foul over towards first base. Drifting over is Wyatt Hammond and puts that big trapper mitt up and pulls that one down. So a little bit of foul room territory in front of the dugout. Certainly a lot of foul ball territory behind home plate. And then it kind of angles in towards the foul lines, down the respective lines. A little bit more room on the right field line than down that left field line. So taking advantage of that was Wyatt Hammond for out number 1, and a pitch is fouled back and out of play to the right by Cody Arlt. Arlt, Minnesota State Fergus Falls, listed as the college, down in the count 1-2 to Dykoff. Curveball just misses out the outside corner. Good 1-2 pitch there from Jake Dykoff, but pitch just hooked off of the outside part of the plate, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fastball now, that is fouled back. Rings off of the post to our right. They'll check that baseball out and maybe get it back into play. And Cody Arlt knew that one. Curveball that he watched go right down the heart of the plate. Was not expecting that curveball there. So 4 strikeouts for the last 5 outs for Jake Dykoff. Ground ball to short. Ronda's vet has it, and another quick 1-2-3 inning for Dykoff and the Bluffton Braves, and they'll get back in here trying to solve the mystery that's been Zach Kuzeski so far. Just 2 hits in the game for the Bluffton Braves. 5 straight set down, the last 2 via the strikeout to finish the 4th, but they'll try it here back in the 5th, and we'll bring that action to you when we come back here to Belfield in Faribault after this timeout.
Join our team while supporting yours. The all-new Neighborhood Sports Network, NSPN.TV, is looking for camera operators and broadcasters for our live game streams. The atmosphere of sporting events can't be beat. Be a part of the action with flexible scheduling and guaranteed game rate pay. If you're a student or adult looking for an opening into the world of sports media, or to just make a little extra cash, send us an email at jobs@nspn.tv. Welcome to the neighborhood.
Here as we get ready for bottom half of inning number 5, and Kyle Dykoff will step in, chases the first pitch and pulls it foul, drifting over towards the fence, and just running out of room is Glasser over there. It just got over the top of that 10-foot high fence that extends beyond the dugout over there at third base. And Kyle Dykoff will stay alive here at no balls and 1 strike. Strike called. So the Bulldog, Zach Kuzeski, continues to just deal strikes here for the Hutchinson Huskies. That one's just off the outside corner, maybe a titch low, but good pitch at 0-2 by Kuzeski. And a swing and a miss. 3 straight strikeouts now. As Kyle Dykoff goes down swinging, unhappy with himself there. And Cody Geiser will step in.
Cody Geiser.
Geiser, first pitch swinging, grounds it to third. It's fair, right over the top of the bag. And winding up and firing a strike across the diamond is Glasser. So 4 pitches and 2 outs for Kuzeski here in the bottom half of inning number 5. Pitchers duel brewing here. And Logan Pulho will step in. Struck out looking in his first plate appearance. Takes a pitch inside for a ball there. So one of the few Bluffton batters to get ahead. Ball 1 here against Kuzeski, but he comes right back. Wood fires a strike on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that one ricochets off the catcher and comes back towards us here, right straight into your computer screen or TV screen, whichever you're enjoying this ball game on. Ball's in 1 strike. Just trying to get a base runner anyway here. It's just been 2 base runners in the game for Bluffton. And a 3 ball, 1 strike count now. To Pulho trying to get on base. Just a 1 out single in the first and a 1 out single in the third, and now a 2 out walk. The first walk surrendered by Zach Kuzeski. And Isaac Hammond will step in. Hammond rolled a base hit single into right field with 1 out. Made it as far as second, but got stranded there. Kuzeski fires in, strike 1. So again, the 16 top seeds from winner of each region on display here today. Line drive, base hit. So 2 for 2 in the number 9 spot for Isaac Hammond. And he will give an opportunity for the top of the order here to maybe get something against Zach Kuzeski. First time that Bluffton has been able to get 2 base runners on in an inning. They've gotten a runner to second base on 3 different occasions now, but nobody has been able to advance any further than that. Good lead out there at second. Curveball just misses inside. To Peyton Rondestvat. So itching a little bit here. The Husky faithful, they wanted that pitch there. And strike at the knees. Again, after falling behind 1 ball, Kuzeski is able to find the strike zone and even the count up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Curveball misses away. Fans trying to implore their team on here. Good crowd has gathered here at Bell Field. Now Kuzeski, he might be starting to nibble a little bit here. Saw that a couple innings ago out of Jake Dykoff, but he was able to work through it. Now after a walk and a single, down 3-1 to the leadoff batter, Peyton Rondesvet, and he takes a strike. Not a bad take there, though, by Rondesvet, because that evens the count up now at 3 balls and 2 strikes, or makes the count 3-2. And the runners will get a running start here, so really anything to the outfield will score a run, and they're going to go outside move. Nobody covering second. Sure, there are some who would argue that that really should be deemed a balk by rule going forward here. Nobody there. It's just simple deception of the runner with nobody covering. Now Fleck charges, makes him throw on the run, and Wendelin has to come up with a good scoop. Opportunity there is a soft chopper out the bat of Rondesvat. If that ball gets past the first baseman, Wendelin, on the attempted scoop, that would go to the backstop, and with the runners have gotten a running start, would definitely have allowed the runner from second base in Logan Pullhole to come around and score. But a great scoop by Wendelin finishes the inning off. And we will work our way here to the top half of inning number 6. No score in this one. Through 5 innings of play. Jake Dykoff, Zach Kuzetsky locked in a duel here. Got an update in that Class B game. Coon Rapids has come back to tie Rochester 2-2, so can't hold that Coon Rapids team down. They fell behind the 4-time defending Class B champions, Chanhassen, 2-0, after 3 batters into the game for Chanhassen, and then Coon Rapids shut them down the rest of the way, scored a run in the top of the 9th to beat the Chanhassen Redbirds and stop the state winning streak at 4, 3-2. But here in this one, Jaden Fleck takes a strike and ball that Justin Dykoff tries to backhand, but kicks off the heel of his glove and away for 1 ball and 1 strike. Ground ball to second. Waiting back and playing that nice third hop is Polho. And soft toss over to Wyatt Hammond covering. And the first out is recorded. So 5 in a row after the walk to Hahn put runners at first and second in the 4th inning. Kuzetsky struck out on a full count pitch, and now 4 straight after that for Jake Dykoff. And again gets ahead of another Husky batter, Tyler Schiller. Schiller fouls that one back and out of play. This is just off the outside corner, so 1 ball and 2 strikes now to number 3 hitter in the order for Hutch, Tyler Schiller. Pops it up in the infield. Actually, my apology, this is Fleck. And going back to the backstop is Justin Dykoff to get it. So the last out was Adam Katzenmeyer of the 5th. Pekowski grounded out to second base, and now Fleck pops out foul to the catcher, Justin Dykoff. And 2 quick outs here in the top half of inning number 6. No runs, 3 hits, no errors, identical line score here for these 2 teams. And there's a ball to Tyler Schiller, who now steps in. Hard hit ground ball past the shortstop Rondesvet into left field. So our center field, fourth base hit of the game. For Hutch is a 2-out single from Tyler Schiller. Bring up Jake Wendland. Wendland has one of the 4 hits in the game.
Take my calls now. If there's any call.
Big swing and a miss by Wendland. So we just have scattered showers around the area. It doesn't look like anything that should affect play here for at least a little while from what things look like. Wendland fouls this one back and out of play. No balls and 2 strikes. Jake Wendland. Watches as Dykoff just has a soft toss over to first base to try to keep Schiller a little bit close over there. Might be thinking the same thing. No ball, 2 strike count on the number 4 hitter. Might be a running opportunity here for Schiller. If he does get thrown out, that would allow Wendland to start with a clean count to start the 7th. But not a huge lead over there. 0-2 pitch is just off the outside corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Lefty versus righty here. Wendland just gets a piece of that pitch that was off the outside corner, so it really looks like they're trying to work Wendland away ahead in the count here. Not trying to give him anything that he can yank down that right field line. He's going to try to pull that pitch, most likely just going to roll it over to second base, so good strategy employed here. But even better strategy by Jake Wendland to just go with that pitch off the outside corner and lift it into shallow left field for a base hit. So after 2 are away here in top half of inning number 6. Consecutive singles. And Hutchinson has a little something brewing. So a base hit by Schiller ended a streak of 6 consecutive batters retired by Jake Dykoff. And now it'll be Marcus Hahn, center fielder, who will step in, struck out and walked so far, so yet to put the ball in play against Jake Dykoff. Dykoff fires the strike and immediately puts that glove up, asking for the baseball back from Justin Dykoff. He wants to work quickly here with runners at first and second and 2 away. 5 hits in the game now for Hutchinson. Check swing, but they're going to call that one a strike regardless. Hahn trying to convince himself that he's going to go after that pitch. Will step out and now looks to get back into this 0-2 at bat against Jake Dykoff. Dykoff with that high set comes right at Hahn. So maybe tried to sneak something past Hahn there, thinking that he might go with a waste pitch, but came up with a high fastball that Hahn just chopped foul over towards the third base dugout over there. Not fooled by that pitch, but also didn't get back enough to drive it in play. Just fouled it off to try to get another one here. There's the waste pitch at 0-2, and that's up and away out of the zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Marcus Hahn, 2 away. Trying to get something to the outfield. Get our first run of the game on the board here. He's down in the count, 1-2, and swing and a miss, and a big fist pump from Jake Dykoff after that strikeout. So they strand a couple of more runners.
Please, 2-1. It's 0-0. On the 6th duel for Bluffton.
5 runners left on base through 6 innings for Hutchinson, and continue to put zeros up on the board. Bottom of the 6th coming, 2, 3, and 4. 3 Dykoffs when we return to Bell Field after this timeout on PrepSpotlight.tv.
Star Tribune covers high school sports as passionately as you live them. Don't miss a beat on the games you love. Check out Star Tribune all day, every day for the latest prep news, scores, and so much more.
Excuse me. You know what dugout Buckman's going to be in?
So Josh Dykoff will step in.
That's the state board thing. State board question.
This one into the air to left field. The wind has really kind of died down here, so not helping that ball out towards left field like it was earlier in the day. And getting underneath that one is Schiller and puts it away. So 2 pitches and 1 out again. Start of another potentially efficient inning for Zach Kuzeski. Jake Dykoff takes a high fastball and pulls it foul down the left field line. Saw just a tiny little chink in the armor of the control of Zach Kuzeski in that bottom of the 5th inning as he walked Logan Polho with 2 away. Isaac Hamann followed with a base hit, but then Peyton Rondesvat grounded out on a good play by both Fleck, the shortstop, and Wendland, the first baseman, to get out of that inning and keep this a scoreless game. And now a 1 offering, misses down low, 1-1. Oh, chopper, almost like a swinging bunt, going to have to hustle to get him, and stretching out, trying to grab that one is Wendland. So Kuzeski hopped out the mound, little submarine underhanded type toss, and knowing he had to really stretch out to get that one, and it was a high throw. Wendland stretched, but the ball ticked off the end of his glove and stayed in the infield. So they'll rule that a hit. Almost like a swinging bunt. Good play by Zach Kuzeski to get there and get a chance to get Dykoff, but his high throw didn't allow his first baseman Wendland to make a stretch to try to get the out, and the ball went off the edge of his glove, and Jake Dykoff was safe at first base with a swinging bunt single. Justin Dykoff lifts one foul, backing out of play. Just down low. Jake Dykoff went about a third of the way to second base and then applied the brakes. hustled back to first on a pitch that was down low, 1-1. Now, Kuzeski trying to return the favor with Jake Dykoff, who picked off Kuzeski, and a looping line drive falls in front of the center fielder, Hahn. So Justin Dykoff takes one to left center, and it falls in front of the center fielder, Hahn. Runners now at first and second. One away. Bluffton got runners to first and second with 2 out in the 5th, and it looks like we're going to get a pinch runner coming in here for Bluffton. Gabe Geiser will come in and run for Justin Dykoff. So runners at first and second now, and Wyatt Hammond steps into the batter's box. Again, identical line scores, 0-5 and 0. First pitch swinging. Hammond unhappy with himself. He knew he got a good fastball to hit there. On pitch that Kuzeski likely trying to get ahead in the count with, but just fouled it back and out of play. So 0-1 now. Hammond has struck out twice. Once looking, once swinging. Kyle Dykoff on deck has also struck out, once looking, once swinging. So he's 5-6 spot in the order. We'll need to try to figure Kuzeski out if they want to put the first run on the board, and a line drive base hit into center field. Dykoff is around third. He's going to come in and beat the throw from Hahn. Good job of backing it up. And now the throw back, and they get the runner at second base. Kuzeski just fired a pill back to the shortstop Fleck covering, and they were able to get the pinch runner Gabe Geiser going too far around second base, but not before Jake Dykoff comes around with the first run of the game, so it's an RBI single for the first baseman, Wyatt Hammond. They'll get the out at second. 1-6 on the throwback. Well, Bluffton is on the board here, trying to get that score up for you. But it's 1-0 for the Braves. And Kyle Dykoff lifts one foul and out of play to the right, so the pinch runner, Gabe Geiser, gets caught going too far. That creates 2 outs, and now a pop-up in the infield, and drifting over the third baseman, Glasser, will call everyone off and make the play. But we finally have somebody crack through here. It is the Bluffton Braves as they string 3 singles together against Zach Kuzeski, the third being Wyatt Hammond's RBI single out into right center field. And hustling around third, Jake Dykoff came around and scored the first run of this ball game and make it 1-0 for Bluffton. And now it's up to Jake Dykoff to see if he can continue to hang zeros. We do have a re-entry of the catcher here, Justin Dykoff. So an excellent throw back to second base from the pitcher, Zach Kuzeski, to Jaden Fleck covering, and he put the tag down on the pinch runner, Gabe Geiser, to help get out of that inning, giving up just the 1 run. But we do have a number other than a 0 up on the board. There's 11 zeros and now 1-1 up there, and that's a big one because that means Bluffton has the lead here at 1-0. And the Hutchinson Huskies now will have to try to figure out a way to crack the code that has been Jake Dykoff here. It'll be 6, 7, and 8. Kuzeski, Glasser, and Arlt to face Jake Dykoff. 5 hits on the board for Hutchinson. 2 of them belong to the 4-hitter Jake Wendland, but 1 also does belong here to our leadoff hitter in the 7th, Zach Kuzeski, but he was picked off of first base by Dykoff.
He wants to pull the videos and then do like a montage.
First pitch goes back to the backstop. Oh, now a check swing, excuse me, by Kuzeski right to the second baseman, Pujo. He is up easily with it, so frustration there for Kuzeski. Could have been ahead in the count, 2 balls and no strikes, but instead just got the barrel of the bat out a little too far on that check swing, and it was an easy 2-hopper out to Pujo at second base. He made the easy toss over to Wyatt Hammond, and first out here is recorded at the top half of inning number 7. Lane Glasser will step in. Glasser lined out to Rondis Vet at shortstop in the second, and then popped out foul to Wyatt Hammond, and here's foul to the screen right in front of us. Cameraman Greg Wilford ready for that one. But we are well protected up here in this nice press box at Bell Field. Here in Faribault, fly ball, pop up down the right first base line, and giving chase is Wyatt Hammond, but runs out of room. So 1 ball and 2 strikes now is the count to Lane Glasser. Trying to get on base here, get something going. For Hutchinson, curveball spins away. It was with 1 out in the bottom half of the 6th that Bluffton was able to string 3 hits together and score the only run of this ball game. Fly ball, deep center field, tracking, going back, and that ball is gone! Lane Glasser has tied this ball game up with 1 swing of the bat as he hit it just to the right of the 350 sign marker out there in center field. And just as quickly as Bluffton was able to come up with a run to take the lead, Hutchinson gets one back with 1 swing of the bat by Lane Glasser. And we got ourselves a 1-1 ball game here in Faribault. Strike call to Cody Arlt. Arlt struck out twice so far against Jake Dykoff, and a swing and a miss on a curveball there. Check swing. Yes, they say he went. For the 3rd time now, Cody Arlt has struck out against Dykoff. He couldn't hold up on that curveball, and on the appeal, they said that he went. First pitch swinging. Adam Katzenmeyer flies it to right, but with one swing of the bat, the Hutchinson Huskies tie this ball game up at a run apiece. It's stretch time here in Faribault. We got a beauty going. We're tied at 1. Heading to the bottom half of inning number 7 back here after this timeout on your Neighborhood Sports Network.
You should feel good about where you and your money are headed. We can help you build a better relationship with your money, starting with our free Simply Better checking account. When you open an account, you'll also receive a free gift. Get started today. Think bank. Meet your money.
Such news! It's everything I ever wanted.
Bottom half, inning number 6. Hutchinson answers the run by Bluffton in the bottom half of inning number 6 with a solo home run to tie things up here in the top half of the 7th, and will be 7, 8, and 9. Geiser, Poho, and Hamann. Isaac. And a beautiful catch leaping over the top of that fence down the third base line is Lane Glasser. So what an inning here for Lane Glasser. He ties this ball game up with a solo home run in the top half of the inning and then climbs the fence like Spider-Man and catches that foul ball off the bat of Cody Geiser for the first out here on the bottom half of inning number 7. And Logan Polho will step in. Polho struck out looking and then walked in the 5th. Pitch is in the dirt. It's a 1-ball, 1-strike count now to the number 8 hitter, Logan Polho. Either one of these pitchers look like they are laboring at this point in the game. Strike at the knees from Zach Kuzeski. So after Kuzeski gave up the go-ahead run in the 6th, he saw as his third baseman tied the ball game up for him. 2-2 offering. Kuzeski thought he had the outside corner at the knees there, but the umpire says that missed, so we're full. Now ground ball out to second, smothered up nicely there by Katzenmeyer, and he will toss it on over to Wendland. 2 quick outs here, and now the number 9 spot in the order for Bluffton, Isaac Hamann. 2 of the 6 hits in the game, and once again we have an identical line score up on the Belfield scoreboard. 1 run, 6 hits, and no errors for either team. So excellently played defensive game here by both teams, and a couple of highlight plays. One this inning by Lane Glasser, who climbed the fence and caught the foul ball off the bat of Cody Geiser. We're out number 1. A ground out to second on a 3-2 pitch to Polho. Has us 2 outs here in bottom half of 7th inning. 2-1 count to Isaac Hamann. Stares at that one right down the heart of the plate. And Isaac Hamann. Chopper foul. Kind of interesting that they list almost every other player from Wadena is just from the high school Wadena, but they got WDC, Wadena Deer Creek, for Isaac Hammond. Jumps back from that pitch that was curling back towards the strike zone, but missed low, and once again, we go to a full count here. 3-2. Hammond tries to get on here for the top of the order. Rolls it over to first. It's a wicked hop and deflects off the glove of the first baseman, Wendland. So it just caught the lip of the grass there. We'll see if they're going to rule that one a bad hop single, if they're going to charge Wendland with an error. It definitely hit the lip of the grass and shot up, but they're going to charge an error, first of the game, to the first baseman, Wendland. But it extends the inning here for Bluffton to the top of the order, and Kuzeski tries to overthrow that first pitch to Peyton Rondesvet. It's well off the zone outside. Starting to feel a little bit of wisp of wind blowing again here, and it is blowing out towards left field. That pitch misses, so 2-0 now to Rondesvet. Leadoff batter 0 for 3, a strikeout and 2 groundouts. Rolls this one over to third. Glasser shows off that arm again and gets a hustling Peyton Rondesvet at first base. So the two-out error does not prove costly at all to Hutchinson, and they are able to get out of the inning. And we'll head to the top half of inning number 8.
After 7, it's 1-1.
Tied up at 1 run apiece. Back for the top of the 8th after this timeout.
All season long, you've gathered with friends, neighbors, and family at ball yards all across Minnesota.
Still going, gone! A home run!
Diamonds that define hundreds of communities. Town Ball binds together our passion for baseball and our hometowns. And on September 10th, the cornerstone of Minnesota baseball, Target Field, will host a party for all those who play, watch, and support Town Ball. The Twins host the Guardians at 6:10 p.m. Prior to the game, the champions will be honored in a ceremony at Town Ball Tavern, and all Town Ballers will be invited down to the field for a special pregame ceremony. Wear your team colors and enjoy a special night at Target Field.
Field Scallon back, has it measured. That's it! Air Freight Unlimited, your Class A state champions.
For tickets to the Minnesota Twins Tip of the Cap to Town Ball on September 10th, visit twinsbaseball.com/townball.
Top half of inning number 8 on tap here. A beauty brewing at Bell Field. Squaring is the leadoff batter. Matt Bukowski pulls back but takes it for a called strike. Jake Dykoff and the Bluffton Braves have been able to do a good job keeping the leadoff hitter Matt Bukowski off base. 2 ground outs and a line out right back to the pitcher Dykoff. Foul back to the screen. No balls and 2 strikes now. Fastball is up in the zone. 1-2. Top half, inning number 8. Curveball spins away. Even the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So what had been a scoreless duel through 5 1/2. Bluffton breaks through with 3 straight hits, but then Lane Glasser, they announced here between innings, that's just the 2nd home run that's been hit here at Bell Field in these state tournament games up to this point. And what a big one it was for Glasser and the Huskies. Tied this ball game up, and now strike three on the inside corner. Bukowski didn't like it. He took a long, hard look at where that curveball came in across. He thought it maybe was too far inside of the plate, but our home plate umpire says it caught the inside corner. Strikeout looking, and now Jaden Fleck will step in. Fleck doubled in his first at-bat over the head of the center fielder, Josh Dykoff. Was stranded at second base. Curveball misses high. Tenth strikeout in the game now for Dykoff as a fly ball lifted into right field. Right fielder Tumberg, haven't heard much from him today out in right field, but he drifts over and puts it away. And he is the defensive player who's being hit for by Cody Geiser as the designated hitter. The pitcher, Jake Dykoff, bats for himself. Tyler Schiller, after striking out in his first two at-bats, singled in the sixth with two away. Wedlin followed with a single as well to get runners at first and second, but a strikeout of Marcus Hahn ended that threat as Schiller lifts one foul back and out of play and then takes a pitch inside for a ball, so 1 ball and 1 strike. Ground ball sliding over is the first baseman, Wyatt Hamann. He comes up with it. He'll take it himself. And it's a quick 1-2-3 inning for Jake Dykoff and Bluffton. We head to the bottom half of inning number 8. We'll be back with that for you after this timeout.
All season long, you've gathered with friends, neighbors, and family at ball yards all across.
Star Tribune covers high school sports as passionately as you live them. Don't miss a beat on the games you love. Check out Star Tribune all day, every day for the latest prep news, scores, and so much more.
So the fans are reminded that there's no smoking of vaping inside of the fenced-in area of Bellfield. If you must smoke or vape, outside the fences. Put it up for Bluffton. Number 16, Josh Dykoff.
Josh Dykoff will lead things off here for Bluffton, and he'll face the new pitcher for Hutchinson. Huskies will turn to one of their draftees here. This is John Weber from the Buffalo Bulldogs, pitches for Benedictine College, and he fires a strike in to John Dykoff, the center fielder. Dykoff singled in the first, grounded out to second, then flew out to left. So 1 for 3, one of the 6 hits in the games for Bluffton. Goes after a high pitch here and lifts it foul. Giving chase is the catcher Arlt, but it just Gets over the protective screen and out of play. So 1 ball and 2 strikes now. John Dykoff facing the left-hander, John Weber. So he'll rely on the drafty here. Check swing. Ticks off the end of the bat of John Dykoff and goes to the backstop. So 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Weber, the lefty, will face the 3 Dykoffs here at the top of the order. And a off-speed pitch gets Josh Dykoff swinging at that one. So Weber strikes out the first batter he sees.
Number 19, Jake Dykoff.
7 strikeouts in the game for Zach Kuzetsky, so the 8th strikeout of a Bluffton batter here. Big swing by Jake Dykoff. Swings through it. Weber doing a good job here in relief, getting ahead of these first 2 batters. It's no balls and 2 strikes now to Jake Dykoff. Tied at 1 here in our first game here at Bell Field. It was a walk-off win for Nisswa with 2 runs in the bottom of the 9th. We've got another nail-biter here, as Weber just misses down. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the pitcher, Jake Dykoff. Singled and scored the only run of the game now for Bluffton, and Weber likes to go to that off-speed pitch and got Jake Dykoff out in front of it just like he got Josh ahead of him and swung through it. 2nd strikeout of the game for Weber. First 2 batters he sees, he strikes out. 9th Bluffton Brave to go down on strikes. A looper out towards second base. Easy play for Katzenmeyer there, and it's a very quick and efficient 1-2-3 inning for Weber and the Hutchinson Huskies. We'll be back to Bell Field after this timeout on your Neighborhood Sports Network.
All season long, you've gathered with friends, neighbors, and family at ball yards all across Minnesota.
Still going, gone! A home run!
Diamonds that define hundreds of communities. Town Ball binds together our passion for baseball and our hometowns. And on September 10th, the cornerstone of Minnesota baseball, Target Field, will host a party for all those who play, watch, and support Town Ball. The Twins host the Guardians at 6:10 p.m. Prior to the game, the champions will be honored in a ceremony at Town Ball Tavern, and all Town Ballers will be invited down to the field for a special pregame ceremony. Wear your team colors and enjoy a special night at Target Field.
Field Scallon back, has it measured. That's it! Air Freight Unlimited, your Class A state champions.
For tickets to the Minnesota Twins Tip of the Cap to Town Ball on September 10th, visit twinsbaseball.com/townball.
Number 29, Jake Wendland.
A new pitcher into the game for Bluffton here. They will go to one of their draftees, Kobe Kaiser of the Sabika Stingers, Southwest Minnesota State, and he'll face Jake Wendland. Wendland, 2 for 3 in the game for Hutchinson, 2 of their 6 hits, so he'll try to get on base here, but he falls behind. No balls and 2 strikes. We move our way here into the top half of inning number 9. Hopper to short, played nicely there, and able to tap the foot on the base is Wyatt Almond on that throw from Rondesvet, and Wendland is retired. So, kind of interestingly, both of these teams will turn to draftees in this tight ball game. Win and move on, lose, and season over. Swung on and missed by Marcus Hahn. 2 strikeouts and a walk for Hahn, so Hahn trying to put the ball in play for the first time here in this one. Goes after another high fastball, can't catch up with it. So Kaiser, throwing strikes. The pitch missed just off the outside edge. Well, Bluffton's fans hoping that they might get the call there, but don't get it. Curveball swung on and missed. So Hahn got jammed on that curveball there. Couldn't get his hands extended. Swung through it. It will be up to Zach Kuzetsky. That's why you list your pitcher as the pitcher DH, because if he comes out of the game as the pitcher, he can still stay in as the designated hitter, and that's what they'll do with Kuzetsky here. Singled in the second, was picked off of first base, and then struck out in the fourth and grounded to second in the seventh. Takes a strike on the outside corner. So the strikeout is the 11th of the game by Hutchinson, and a ground ball to Rondesvet at short. He is up with it, and it's a quick 1-2-3 inning for Kobe Kaiser, and we will head to the bottom half of inning number 9. Exciting finish of this one coming up for you. We'll have it when we come back here to Bell Field in Faribault after this timeout.
Fast and flexible care. Count on the urgency room for expert medical care when you need it most. Visit us in person. Broken bone, chest pain? We're in Eagan, Vadnais Heights, or Woodbury. Online care. Sinus infection? Strep throat? We offer easy online care. Major to minor, we can provide the level of care you need. Visit urgencyroom.com. Mobile check-in now available.
So Wyatt Almond, who has the lone RBI in the game for Bluffton, a RBI single in the 6th inning, will lead things off against John Weber here. Weber starts him off with a strike. Weber, Buffalo High School, Benedictine College. Faces Hammond from Wadena. Slicer down the left field line, but that's just going to go foul over there. So a low pitch. Hammond tried to go with it and send it out to right field, or down the left field line. It just went foul. So no balls and 2 strikes. We had a walk-off in the bottom of the 9th of our first game here, and now a line drive on an 0-2 pitch. Hammond has his 2nd consecutive hit, and it's a leadoff single here in the bottom half of the 9th inning, and we'll see if maybe there's a pinch runner coming. Don't see any activity, but yes, now the helmet does come off. And a pinch runner is coming in. The first base coach who had taken that position there, Kurt Mersa, will step in and pinch run here for Wyatt Hammond. That'll bring Kevin Tumberg out of the lineup to be the first base coach. Kurt Mersu. Pinch run here, a little more speed. That represents the winning run at first base. And trying to bunt that one down the first base line. And bunting it foul is Kyle Dykoff. Dykoff struck out twice and then hit that pop-up. Foul down the third base line. That Lane Glasser made an excellent catch climbing the wall to bring it back for out number 1. The bottom half of the 7th inning, and now a job to do here by Dykoff. See if he can't get that bunt down. He bunts at it, and it goes right straight down into the catcher, Arlt, and he rolls around. They say it's a foul tip. But at 0-1, it really doesn't make that big of a difference other than potentially the base runner taking off. Whether it's a foul ball or a foul tip to the glove, it's a foul ball. Obviously, that runner couldn't try to advance, but a foul tip to the glove would give the runner an opportunity to try to advance. But in either case, Kyle Dykoff did not do the job getting the bunt down there, bunted right through that one. Caught just enough of it to ricochet it off of Arlt. Now, not necessarily believing that Kyle Dykoff is not going to bunt again. Glasser is inside of even with the base at third, and so trying to pull it down that line was Dykoff, but broke his bat. So has to go back and try to get a new piece of lumber. It's the one big thing with the change to the wood bats in amateur baseball. You can sometimes get sawed off, have to go find a new piece of lumber. Very, very, very seldom the case with the aluminum or composite bats. But now Glasser will play behind the bag at third, a little more conventional depth. Dykoff swings and misses. So 3 strikeouts in the game for Kyle Dykoff, and he heads back to the dugout. Very disgusted with himself for not getting the bunt down there and then swinging through that 1-2 pitch and striking out. Now we're going to get a pinch hitter here for Bluffton. Being announced as Connor Davis. So the right-handed batter, Connor Davis, will hit for Cody Geiser. Whoever misses outside. Runner remains at first base. Strike on the outside corner. Davis, the youngster, hasn't yet graduated from high school. So big spot here for the youngster to come into. Tie ball game, bottom 9, runner at first, 1 out. Check swing. Definitely win at that one. So 1 ball and 2 strikes now to the pinch hitter, Connor Davis. Cody Geiser will leave the game 0 for 3. Well, he could re-enter, but the designated hitter, we wouldn't see him until the next time around. Davis stays alive, following that one back. One ball and 2 strikes is the count. So far, the pinch runner, Mersu, has not moved off of his base at first. Curveball coming, riding in on the hands of Davis, and he drops the barrel on it, but pulled it foul down the line. So not a great 1-2 pitch there from John Weber, as that ball was breaking right into the heart of the strike zone against Davis, but Davis just pulled it foul down that third base line. Down low here now, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Good confident take from the youngster Connor Davis there. Two and 2. Leadoff single by Wyatt Hamann. Pinch runner Kurt Mersu still at first. Curveball again riding in on Davis. He swings through it. 2 away, and Logan Polho will step in. So Polho, kind of the last gasp effort here to try to win this one in regulation by Bluffton. Otherwise, we're looking at extra innings. And whoa, looked like Weber thought about going to first, and the runner was taking his secondary lead, and then he decided at the last minute to come to the plate and got it across for a strike. So a hesitation that we haven't seen from Weber on that one. Strike 2 called, so Polho looks at 2 strikes. Oh and 2. Keep an eye over there on Mersu and see if he goes. He does not. That's in the dirt. Good backhanded scoop by Arlt there. Very important to keep that runner at first base with 2 outs here. Don't want him to be getting out into scoring position. 1-2 is the count, and it curves inside. Good take there by Polho. Even count, 2 and 2. Swing and a miss. So after giving up the leadoff single, John Weber strikes out the next 3 batters. And 9 innings are not enough to decide this one. We're going to go into the 10th inning. And they will give the ball back to Colby Kaiser for the bottom half of inning number, or top half of inning number 10, and we'll be back with that action for you after this timeout on your Neighborhood Sports Network.
Star Tribune covers high school sports as passionately as you live them. Don't miss a beat on the games you love. Check out Star Tribune all day, every day for the latest prep news, scores, and so much more.
So state tournament action here, and extra innings will decide this one. Both teams going with drafted players here. And Lane Glasser, so far the offensive star of the game for the Hutchinson Huskies. His 7th inning solo home run put us where we're at here, a tie ball game at a run apiece as he takes a high fastball and pulls it foul to even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Pitch misses just inside. 2-1, Glasser trying to get on base. Will pop up in the infield, easy play here for the second baseman, Polho. And they get Glasser here.
Number 7, Cody.
And Cody Arlt will step in. Pitch misses high. Right back to Kaiser on the mound. A couple steps over towards Hammond, and a soft toss will get Cody Arlt. 1-3, 2 quick outs here in the top half of inning number 10. And leave it up to the number 9 hitter, Adam Katzenmeyer. Katzenmeyer 0 for 3, 2 flyouts to left and a ground ball to short. Takes a strike from Kaiser. Kaiser has done a really nice job coming in here in relief. Pop up in the infield, and that should do it very quickly as drifting back and catching that one is the second baseman, Polho. So Hutchinson is set down very quickly in the top half of inning number 10. We'll let you just enjoy the atmosphere here as we head to the bottom half of inning number 10.
Number 4, Isaac. Come in.
First pitch swinging, leading off the bottom half of the inning. Isaac Hammond had been 2 for 3 coming in, but lifts it out into left field, and Schiller makes the catch. So 1 away, and it's the top of the order. Peyton Rondesvet 0 for 4 on the game, a strikeout and 3 ground ball outs. So Weber, his 3rd inning of work here, yet to give up a base runner. Struck out 5. And Rondesvet swings through a pitch there. So 1 ball and 1 strike to the leadoff hitter. Peyton Then strike 2 on the outside corner, so we're at 1 ball and 2 strikes.
No, not this.
Roundus Vet trying to get on base here.
Has to be a state tournament record. 18 straight innings, no getting a hit.
Fouls that one off.
They did their time before that.
Stays alive. Yeah. 1 ball and 2 strikes. To get something going here. Covered to short, going to have to be a strong throw, and it's not in time. So it was to the right of the shortstop Fleck. He played it on the 3rd hop, and Rondesvet, very quick on his feet, hustling down the line, beats the throw. Once it took that additional hop, and Fleck did not charge it, he would have had to have made a throw on the run. But just stayed back, played the hop, and Rondesvet beat it out for an infield single. 8th hit of the game now for Bluffton. And Josh Dykoff will step in. This will be the first time that Rondesvet has been on base, and with that speed, let's see if he doesn't maybe try to steal a base here. Doesn't get a read on Weber's move there as Weber fires a 1-0 pitch in for a strike to Josh Dykoff. Rondesvet really honing in on Weber. There's a ground ball in the hole between first and second. Rondesvet is going to pull up at second as Pikowski comes up with it out in right field. A little bit of a seeing eye single there for Josh Dykoff. And runners are at first and second. That's going to bring out a visit to the mound to talk things over here from the Hutchinson dugout. He'll bring the entire infield in to talk things over here. Good speed on the base paths with Peyton Rondesvet at second base. Dykoff, good speed as well, and it's Jake Dykoff who pitched 8 strong innings in this one before finally giving way. But he'll try to do it here at the plate as the meeting at the mound is over. And Jake Dykoff, 1 for 4, scored the lone run of the game here for Bluffton. Now we'll try to drive in the game winner. He was part of the 6th inning where Bluffton, Jake Dykoff, Justin Dykoff, and Wyatt Hammond strung together 3 base hits. And fastball is high in the zone. 9 hits in the game for Bluffton. 2 big ones here in the 10th as they try to get to John Weber here. Ground ball up the middle. This could be 2. Second for 1 on the first. It's a double play. So they get Jake Dykoff to hit a tailor-made ground ball up the middle. Katzenmeyer tossed it to Fleck. His high was a little bit throw to Wendland, but Wendland was able to reach up and keep his foot on the base. And that's going to send us to the 11th inning here. We continue to be tied. Kobe Kaiser.
I don't even see it. Somebody come in.
Shortstop, number 5, Ella Katzenmeyer.
Matt Pekoski leads things off here. Tries to lay down a bunt just to get on base here. It's been 11 straight since Glasser homered in the 7th. 11 straight batters have been set down by Bluffton pitching. All 9 that Kobe Kaiser has faced. So the Sabika Stinger. Kobe Kaiser heading the count 0-2 here to Pekoski. 0 for 4. Will pop up behind first base. Backpedaling and reaching up and making the catch. Hammond probably made that a little tougher than he needed to. He probably should have turned and ran back to a spot versus continuing to just backpedal, and he actually had to reach behind him to catch it. But did come up with the catch. And Jaden Fleck will step in, the shortstop here for Hutchinson. Here in the top half of inning number 11. Pulls one deep down the left field line. That's going to get down, ring off the wall. Kicks away from the left fielder, Isaac Hammond. And Jaden Fleck has his second double of the game. It's a big one here. He doubled leading unassisted to end the 8th. To Wyatt Hammond at first base. Ooh, good stop on the backhand by Justin Dykoff there. So he just put that catcher's trapper's mitt to the backhand and scooped it like a first baseman. Keep that runner right there at second base. Ball is down low now, 2 balls and 1 strike. Kaiser, long look at second. Now they're going to slide behind the runner. And he comes in with a curveball that misses inside. So with first base open here. Three-one count to Schiller. I don't know if you want to give in here too much if you're Kobe Kaiser. But he comes at him, catches the inside corner with a strike. Schiller was ready to throw the bat away there and take his base, but the umpire said that ball caught the inside corner. And he'll face a 3-ball, 2-strike count here. Kaiser from the stretch. One quick look at the runner. Check swing out in front of the plate. Kaiser up with it. Fires it to first and got him, but on the play, moving up to third, is Jaden Fleck. And Jake Wendland will be the batter. 2 for 4. 2 of the 7 hits in the game for Hutchinson belong to Jake Wendland. And they're going to intentionally walk Wendland here for the left-handed batter. Wendland. Hutchinson fans don't like that, but that's just a good fundamental baseball play there. Guy who's got 2 hits in the game. Righty-lefty matchup, and now you got a righty-righty matchup, a guy against a guy who's struck out 3 times in the game in Marcus Hahn. So absolutely playing the percentages there are the Bluffton Braves. Swing and a miss, no balls and 2 strikes. we play here, top 11. Go-ahead run is at third base. And a swing and a miss, so fourth strikeout in the game. Strategy pays off there for the Bluffton Braves as they get Marcus Hahn on 3 pitches, does Kobe Kaiser. And we now head to the bottom half of inning number 11. And it'll be 4, 5, and 6. Dykoff, Wyatt Hammond, and Kyle Dykoff, Justin Wyckoff. We'll try to walk this one off. John Weber back out there. They did get to Weber in the 10th. Single by Rondesvet. Then a single by Josh Dykoff. Put runners at first and second, but the number 3 hitter, Jake Dykoff, hit into an inning-ending 6-3 double play. That took us to the top half of inning number 11. And able to get out of a jam with a strikeout of Marcus Hahn with runners at first and third. Kobe Kaiser will give Bluffton another shot here. Shepard foul off of his foot by Justin Dykoff. 1 for 4 in the game is Justin Dykoff. So 2 hits in the game for Isaac Hammond in the 9 spot. 2 hits in the game for Wyatt Hammond in the 5 spot. Strike on the corner. No balls and 2 strikes. 1 hit apiece in the game for Rondesvet, Josh Dykoff, Jake Dykoff, Justin Dykoff, and rolls it over to second. Going down, scooping it up is Katzenmeyer, and he makes the play. First out is recorded on a ground ball. And it'll be up to Wyatt Hammond. In the bottom half of inning number 11. The winner moves on, the loser goes home. Katzenmeyer, and that's a bad hop single there. Katzenmeyer pulled up a little bit short of it looked like, but should have been able to make the play, but it kicked off the lip of the grass. And they've already pinch run for Wyatt Hammond once, and with 3 hits in the game, they're not going to pinch run for Hammond here, I wouldn't imagine. He'll have to stay in the game and run for himself because he goes out now after striking out in his first 2 at-bats. 3 for 3, 3 singles after that, and it'll be up to Kyle Dykoff, who is 0 for and hits into an inning-ending 6. With the tag, 6-6-3 double play. So another tailor-made double play ball. 6, take it yourself, unassisted, and then throw on to first for the double play. And we head for inning number 12 here. And we'll be back with that action for you when we return to Bell Field in Faribault.
Leading off for the Huskies. Number 11, Zach.
Someone just came up here.
Okay. Have him refresh it.
Right, so maybe down our score bug right now, but pretty simple here. This one, top 12, 1-1 is our score. Little soft liner out towards Aroundus Vet at the shortstop off the bat of Kuzetsky, and he is out number 1 here of the 12th. So Kuzetsky, after singling in his first at-bat, has now gone 0 for 4 since that time. Did a nice job, though, up on the pitching mound. Keep this game at the score it's at 1-1. Curveball after missing for a strike to Glasser. Kobe Kaiser continues to deal here for Bluffton. Ground ball to third. Sliding over is Kyle Dykoff, and scooping that one out of the dirt is Wyatt Hammond. So 2 quick outs here in the top half of inning number 12. It'll be up to the catcher, Cody Arlt.
With 2 down, that brings up catcher number 7, Cody Arlt.
Oh, when that one hits Arlt right on that front ankle, that one stings. Even for a catcher, usually you don't see giving too much of a reaction, but that one probably right off of that ankle bone, and that one stings. So Arlt will try to shake a little life back into that. Certainly not what Kobe Kaiser wanted to do here to the number 8 hitter in the order for Hutchinson with 2 outs. So Arlt will shake it off and trot his way down to first base. So it's a 2-out base runner for the Huskies.
2 down and a runner at first base. That brings up number 5, Adam Katzenmeyer.
Pitch misses high to Katzenmeyer. That one catches the outside corner for a strike. One ball, 1 strike. Curveball stays up high. Katzenmeyer. 2-1. Fly ball, deep left center field. Going back out there, and that one is gone! 2-run home run from the 9 hitter in the order, Adam Katzenmeyer. And on the long ball, the Hutchinson Huskies have taken a 3-1 lead here in the top half of inning number 12. So all 3 runs for Hutchinson accounted by the long ball. And from an unlikely source here, the number 9 hitter in the order after the 8 hitter Carl Alt gets hit by a pitch. Takes him deep, and they're going to appeal that he missed first base in the excitement of celebrating that home run, but the first base umpire says that he caught it. So we are in the top half of inning number 12. And now hitting Bukowski with a pitch is Kobe Kaiser. So Kaiser seems to have lost a little bit of his command here. First base coach having a word with the home plate umpire, but again, this is no time to be plunking guys on purpose. Already down by 2 runs. Yeah, the guy just hit a 2-run home run off you. You still got your opportunity to bat in the 12th. Don't compound it here by giving up more runs here in this inning, especially with Jaden Fleck standing on deck. He's got 2 doubles already in this game. So with the leadoff batter, Pietkowski, at first base, takes off on the first pitch. It's a good pitch to run on. It's a curveball, and Pietkowski steals second base. So again, think what you want about the old adage of, oh, a guy hit a 2-run homer off me, I'm going to hit the next guy. Kaiser says no, but then coming off the base is Pietkowski, and he's tagged out. So Pietkowski easily had the base stolen, but then came off the base and was tagged out. So an unlikely 2-run home run from the 9-hitter in the order, Adam Katzenmeyer, who had been 0 for 4 in the game up to that point. And the Hutchinson Huskies have themselves a 3-1 lead as we head to the bottom half of this 12th inning. And now all of a sudden my score bug wants to give all sorts of runs to Hutchinson. It didn't want to put him up initially. And now we'll get that corrected for you. It's 3-1 in the 12th. We are headed for the bottom half of inning number 12 here, and it's going to be a new pitcher coming into the game for Hutchinson. They got an excellent work from John Weber to shut down Bluffton for 3 innings. Make it 4 innings. 8, 9, 10, and 11. And they'll call on Mike Dockendorf from the Howard Lake Orphans. What do you think of that name? University of Minnesota Morris. Dockendorf looks like a crafty veteran out there. And he'll face Connor Davis, who pinch hit for Cody Geiser in the 9th and struck out. So, opportunity here for Connor Davis to try to get something going. Catching the outside corner is Dockendorf with the first pitch. Curveball just inside. So the youngster Davis, very confident in that batter's box, had some good swings in his pinch hitting appearance, but did end up striking out against Weber. Off speed pitch, good late movement there from Dockendorf. And Harholt seems to have a little bounce back in that step after taking a pitch off of his left ankle. Went hustling over and slid down, chasing that foul ball. Off the bat of Davis. So 2 games that'll come down to the last pitch of the last out here. A walk-off win in our first game by Nisswa. And now 2-run homer in the top of the 12th for Adam Katzenmeyer has given Hutchinson a 2-run lead as Davis fouls that one back and out of play. There's a drive out into left center field. Drifting back towards the edge of the warning track, reaching up and making the catch is the center fielder, Hahn. So Davis gave it a good ride, but able to get underneath that one was the center fielder, Marcus Hahn. And there is one away here. Lucas Polho will step in, the second baseman. Polho 0 for 3 with a walk, 2 strikeouts and a ground out to second. And Dockendorf starts him off with a swinging strike. Fastball swung through by Polho, and it's no balls and 2 strikes. So Bluffton, the top seed here, on the ropes against the 3rd seed out of Region 12, the Hutchinson Huskies. Hutchinson trying to be the first lower seed that we know of to advance into the round of 16. Third ball just misses, really buckled Polho there, but pitch stayed inside, and these Hutchinson Husky fans hanging on every pitch here in the bottom of the 12th. Looping fly ball into center field. On charging comes the center fielder. Kicks off the edge of his glove. Heads over towards the right fielder, Pekowski. So Hahn gave it a good effort. Charging in on that little looping fly ball line drive off the bat of Logan Polho. Made a diving effort, but couldn't come up with it. Worth the risk there for Hahn, because really ahead by 2. Even if he misses that and it doesn't deflect over to Pekowski and you give Polho an extra base, it's not all that big of a deal, because the important run is the one that's standing in the batter's box with Isaac Hamann. And he lines one out into right field. Slow jump for Pekowski, and having to hold up, but scampering into second is Polho. So back-to-back singles here by Polho and Hamann, and it's life for the Bluffton Braves. Peyton Rondesvelt, 1 for 5 in the game, but an infield single in his last at-bat. Dockendorf, curveball, stays inside. Early Rondesvelt almost acted like that. If that one hit him, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. But it curved away from him just enough, but stayed inside for a ball. Now Dockendorf misses up. 2 balls and no strikes. You've got the string of Dykoffs behind Rondesvelt here. Josh, Jake, and Justin. Strike at 2-0. So 2 balls and 1 strike now to the leadoff hitter in Rondesvelt. Line drive into the gap in left center field. That's going to go all the way to the wall, and that's going to tie this ball game up. Around third comes Hamann, and he slides in safely with the tying run here. It is a 2 RBI double for Rondesvelt. Polho and Hamann score, and we are back to a tie ball game at 3 apiece. The Bluffton Braves not going down here. First batter gets out, but then Polho, Hamann single, and Rondesvelt drills one into the gap in left center. It made it all the way to the wall, and now speed at second base with Peyton Rondesvelt. Runners now at second base, and the left-hander in Josh Dykoff up. Certainly a situation where you'd think that they would just put Josh Dykoff on base here. His run really doesn't mean anything, but set up a double play ball here. They've already gotten out of a couple innings with double play balls. Got a double play to end the 10th, but they are going to pitch here too. Josh Dykoff. Pitch misses away. So if you're going to pitch around him here, that's a dangerous, dangerous thing to try to do, because you miss one too badly, that ball can go to the backstop, and now you've got a runner at third rather than just second. And they go away again to Dykhoff, so Dorkendorf not missing by much, but still, I think the prudent play would be to walk Josh Dykhoff here and set up the double play. But they are going to pitch to him. And low and outside. So 3 bad ones. But again, you run the risk of throwing one to the backstop here and allowing Rondesvet to move up to third. There's a fly ball out into right field. Tracking it is Pikowski. It's off of his glove, and he has trouble picking it up. Rondesvet is around second. The throw is, and we've got another walk-off winner. It's the Bluffton Braves who win this one 4-3. Both of these teams in the first 2 games here at Faribault look like they are dead to rights, down by 2 runs, and the first batter out here in the bottom half of inning number 12. But base hits by Polho and Hamann, a double by Rondesvet, and then a ball that is misplayed out in right field by Matt Pikowski. It falls to the ground, and really Rondesvet didn't get much of a jump because he had to wait and see that that ball was likely going to be caught. But then Pikowski had trouble picking it up, and that allowed Rondesvet to come around and score the game-winning run. So 2 teams that were down by 2 runs late. This time the Bluffton Braves come back, score 3 in the bottom of the 12th, and walk off the Hutchinson Huskies, and will move on in this tournament with a 4-3 12-inning victory over Hutchinson. They have announced the player of the game. Let's hear from our player of the game here. Peyton Rondesvet, his 2 RBI double and the game-winning run. Let's hear what he has to say.
All right. What'd you think of that double? Did you know you had it in you? Well, a little tired, but that's how I could handle it. It was time to end the game, right? Great job. What do you have to say to your fans? Thanks for coming out. Really appreciate the support. Let's keep it going. Hey, congratulations. Good luck next weekend. Take care.
Peyton Rondesvet, the player of the game, and boy, we couldn't ask for 2 more exciting games here in the first 2 of 4 from Bell Field in Faribault. This one goes 12 innings. But the Bluffton Braves survive and advance the Hutchinson Huskies and will move on into the round of 16 here in this state tournament. They will await the winner of Ada and Jordan. We don't have a final score from that one because they've had some weather up in Dundas, so those games have been pushed back a little bit. So if we get an update on that one, we'll certainly let you know as we continue our broadcasts here from Belfield in Faribault. 2 exciting games here to start things off. Walk-offs in the first 2. Nisswa down 5-1 at one point, comes back and beats Raymond 6-5, and then Hutchinson gets an unlikely 2-out home run from their 9-hitter in the top half of the 12th inning. Looked like they might be the first lower seed to crash this party against these top-seeded region-winning teams. But the Bluffton Braves have something to say about that in the bottom of the 12th. 2 RBI double by Peyton Rondesvet, and then he scores on the air by the right fielder Matt Pikowski. And the Bluffton Braves win this one 4-3. More exciting action coming to you here on the Neighborhood Sports Network. Every pitch of every inning of every game here of this state Class B and C tournaments, and we are not done yet. We've got a good one coming up for you next. It is the Buckman Billy Goats taking on Laverne in our next game, the Laverne Redbirds. And after they get the field prepared and the ground rules taken care of, we'll have the lineups and the first pitch of that game for you. So stay with us here on the network if you are inclined, because you don't want to miss any more of this exciting action. 2 walk-offs already here in this one and 2 more games to come. And we were excited to bring them both to you here on the Neighborhood Sports Network. So for our production crew back at the studio and cameraman Greg Wilford, this has been Ron Osterman calling from Belfield in Faribault. The Bluffton Braves walk off the Hutchinson Huskies 4-3. And for now, we bid you a very good afternoon.
Baseball. It's America's pastime and Minnesota's passion. The all-new Neighborhood Sports Network, in partnership with the Minnesota Baseball Association, brings you coverage of the 2022 State Amateur Baseball Tournament. Coverage of this great Minnesota tradition is proudly brought to you by The Urgency Room, fast, flexible care. McDonald's, owners and operators of Minnesota and Western Wisconsin. Find your golden opportunity at mcdonalds.com/careers. Xfinity, a better way to watch. Think Bank, meet your money. The Star Tribune, your home for the best prep coverage. And by the Minnesota Twins. Get tickets for Town Ball Night at Target Field on September 10th. Live coverage throughout the Town Ball tourney can be seen right here on the Neighborhood Sports Network. That's NSPN.TV. Welcome to the neighborhood. Now, let's get out to the ballpark.